What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today I wanted to do a quick video about the Prismatic Matrix. This is something that was brought to light yesterday in the This Week at Bungie blog post, and since it was posted about, I've seen a lot of confusion about this. I've seen some explanations that are not quite right. They're close, but not quite right. I did reach out to Bungie to get clarification on this. I tried to explain it on DCP last night on the podcast. With comedic effect, I got interrupted a lot of times, so I don't think we really got to the heart of the matter last night. So I just wanted to do just a real quick video of exactly what this thing is. So here's what Bungie had to say about this. To further improve the overall Eververse experience, a new feature we're calling the Prismatic Matrix will debut in Season 3. This feature has been developed with 3 key goals in mind. Give players more control over how they earn Eververse items, offer a more predictable path each week that guarantees access to specific items, and drop fewer duplicate items. At release, the Prismatic Matrix will feature 10 Eververse items from Season 3 each week it is active. Each item within the Prismatic Matrix is on a knockout list, which means every player is guaranteed to receive all featured item for a given week by the 10th activation. Earning items via Bright Engrams, Bright Dust, or previous Matrix activations will also knock rewards off the list. In turn, each activation guarantees players an item that they have never previously acquired. With your first well-rested level up each week, you'll earn a Prismatic Facet, allowing 1 free use of the Prismatic Matrix. Prismatic Facets stack up to 3, so make sure to have proper inventory space before earning a rank up on a given week. Players can also purchase more activations for 200 silver each. Outside of the Prismatic Matrix, players may continue to earn Bright Engrams each time they level up, and they can still purchase these Engrams if they want a chance to get everything from the Season 3 catalog. Additionally, we're increasing the number of items available from tests each week with Bright Dust from 14 to 18 items. We want to continue experimenting and evolving Eververse to improve player experience and give more paths to earn Eververse rewards. Please give us your feedback once Season 3 begins, as we're dedicated to improving these systems moving forward. So what the hell does all that mean? It's a really confusing post. So I reached out to Bungie. I asked them specifically this. So if I'm understanding Prismatic Matrix, we will receive 1 activation per week per account for free, and the other 9 per week are purchasable with silver. Any item obtained with the Matrix is guaranteed not to be one you already owned. That sound right? At which point, Dylan, or DMG04, responded, yep. You can also stack your free facet activations up to 3. Let's say you don't want anything on a given week. You can also save the activation till the next week, then get 2 items via facets if you want to spend them. Okay, so this has some layers. First of all, let's talk about Bright Engrams. They're pretty much going to be unchanged. They'll still be random. You'll still get them by earning XP. Not a whole lot of changes to Bright Engrams specifically. The Eververse store is changing a little bit so that you'll have more items under the Bright Dust Purchases tab. So right now we have 14 items there. In the future, after the Warmind DLC, there will be 18 items there. So if you have Bright Dust to spend and you want to buy a specific item, there will be more options there, and hopefully they'll rotate out and you'll be able to get exactly what you want on a more consistent basis. The Prismatic Matrix is a little different. Now, the Prismatic Matrix is going to present you with 10 items pulled from the Eververse loot pool that will be essentially guaranteed, but still a little bit of RNG. So if you have anything already that's offered in those 10 pieces for this week's Prismatic Matrix, then they'll be grayed out, and they're not in the loot pool for you when using an activation or a facet. You will earn, or you'll get 1 facet per week guaranteed per account, not per character. You can also stack up to 3 facets in your account. So if you don't see anything you want on week 1, you can hold it for week 2, And then if you don't see anything you want on week 2, you can hold both of them for week 3. But if you don't see anything in week 3, you need to spend it because you're just going to lose it on week 4 because you can only hold 3. Now, the nice thing here is that it's a knockout list. So anything that you own will be grayed out there and will not be available as a drop when you use a facet on the Matrix. But it's still a bit random. You can't just select, say there's a exotic ship in the Matrix, you can't use your facet and select that ship. You still have RNG of 10 possible things that could drop with that facet. Unless you have, let's say, 5 things grayed out because you already have 5 things on that list. So that brings up the point that it's probably best to wait till the end of the week to use your facets because you might get stuff that's in that matrix as random drops from bright engrams throughout the week. And at that point, you've basically wasted a facet. So you want to wait till the end of the week, buy what you want with the facet or hope to get what you want with the facet. If you didn't get what you want and you want to pay money, you can pay 200 silver for additional facets to unlock the matrix. And then at the end of the week, the matrix will refresh with new gear and you'll have another shot at it. So it's a somewhat confusing thing to explain, but I think in practice it's going to be much, much simpler. Basically, what it comes down to is wait till the end of the week to use your facet activations on the Matrix, because whatever you get from Bright Engrams or pay with Bright Dust for directly from Tess Everest will get grayed out in the Matrix, and then your one activation that you get each week, or if you saved 3 for like the 3 weeks leading up to this, will have more of a chance to get you that specific item or those items that you really want that are available in the Matrix that week. So definitely save those matrices toward the end of the week to get maximum value out of them. And then if you want to spend money, if that's an option for you, then for 200 silver, you can buy more activations and be basically guaranteed by paying money for activations that you can get whatever is in that matrix that week for a set price, right? So essentially, if you have 5 grayed out items and there's 5 items there that you want, then and you have one facet available to you, then you know that there's 4 items that you'll have to pay for. And to get all 4, it's going to cost you 200 silver each. So you're going to be 800 silver. So you have a set price to get every item on that list. You cannot buy a specific item, which I wish that you could. I think that'd be a better system. I think it's a better system than loot boxes, to be honest with you. But loot boxes are where we currently are with Bright Engrams. That may change in the future. There's a lot of pushback, not only from gamers at this point, but from governments. I know that Belgium has outright outlawed loot boxes in video games that are sold to minors, I believe. I think there might be that specification, but basically they've outlawed loot boxes in video games in Belgium. There's some talk that the European Union may follow suit. And there's also been talk in the United States about the same kind of legislation, but that was quite a while ago. I don't know if that's been dropped, if it's been forgotten about or what. We'll have to wait and see, though. There's definitely a lot of pushback about loot boxes right now, and it may be that companies like Activision, EA, Ubisoft decide, you know what, this just isn't worth the heat we're taking. I know they're making a lot of money off of these things, though, so they're going to fight hard to keep them. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Quick video, he said. Quick. He said quick video. Not quick. Not quick, Briar. Not quick.